Hi guys, welcome to Souls No Evolution. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. This is going to be your Timeless Tarot. Whenever it is that you're tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you're all doing really, really well. Oh, look at that. We have Destiny, which is the Wheel of Fortune. And it came out in the reverse. Let's see what's going on here. I'm going to pull these cards as the main energy or theme for your reading today. So yeah, we have Destiny, card number 10, the Wheel of Fortune. It kind of came out in the reversed. And then we have discontent and boredom. This has got to be the Four of Cups. And it kind of came out on its side. Like, what the hell's going on? Bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands, passion, ignited. Underneath that, Four of Wands, foundations and achievement. Right, okay. To me, this feels like somebody is coming into somebody may be recognizing or coming to a point where they're realizing that they're on the wrong path. Because this it's not a 10 of anything. This Wheel of Fortune in the upright speaks of, you being on the path of your destiny. And there's many a debate about whether, your destiny, you have any control, let's say, over your destiny. But I think that we do. Destiny is a choice for you to be walking on your destined path. There's choices and there's decisions that we as individuals need to make. I don't think we're born onto a karmic path, but to move outside of that and to move towards our destiny, we can't stay where we've always been. We can't do what we've always done. So this in the reverse can speak about like pessimism, not believing that, there's anything better out there for you. It can speak about delays. We've been having this energy of this new starts coming, it's not here yet, just be patient. So some of you could be losing faith that this is, the circumstances that you're in are ever going to change or things are never going to get better. Because then we've got this discontent and boredom. So you may have had enough of the path that you're on. You may be wanting and willing, something to change. And it's got something to do with your foundation. We've got the 4 here. So the numerology speaks about, your stability or the foundation that you've built your life upon. You may be bored of that, discontent, unhappy with the way that things have worked out or the way that things are currently going. Some of you may be missing, because in the upright, it's usually a person that's focused on 3 cups in front of them. And there's 1 cup that's being presented that they're not seeing. So it may be that you're missing the path or the choice that's going to move you onto the path of your destiny. I don't know how it's going to resonate, but we have at the bottom of this deck, this new bloody beginning. Oops. Look at that. And that just popped itself out. The Death card. So we have this new beginning with the Ace of Wands. An Ace of Wands are like, any ace is sort of handed to you or presented to you by the hand of God. But then once you accept it, once you take it on board, as I was saying, there's choices and decisions and things that you have to do to cover this new beginning. We've got this ring of fire that's like illuminating her third eye, her throat, her heart, and what's the one after that? Solar plexus chakras. So there's a lot going on here. But I'm getting intuition from this. Some of you need to connect to your intuition to either understand that there's something more for you, or that you need to end a cycle with the 10, and it's got something to do with your foundation. Then this popped out as well, which is the Death card, transformation. And she looks terrified on the back of that horse, or whatever it is that she's on. Terrified. So some of you may be discontent of the path that you're on, but you're also reluctant or terrified to do anything to change it. That's what I mean about the destiny. It doesn't just fall out of the sky and onto your lap. You were required to grow, to evolve, to be the more evolved version of yourself so that you can make different choices and decisions to get in alignment with this. So there may be a change that needs to happen, or you close it out a cycle. This is 13. It reduces down to a 4. So if you're discontent or bored with where you're at, then only you can allow this transformation or this change to take place. And it's going to require you to let go It's going to require you to liberate yourself from something or someone. Let's leave that there. Wow. Let's get some cards, see what's going on. But we've got Scorpio energy, we've got Sagittarius energy with this Wheel of Fortune's Jupiter. We've got Pluto, Four of Cups. We're looking at Cancer energy. And the Ace of Wands is all of the fire signs, so Leo, Sagittarius and Aries. Right, show me more about Destiny in the reverse, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse with this discontent and boredom. It's this new beginning. Yeah, you want something new, or somebody here wants something new. They want to plant, you know, a new seed somewhere where they're not. They don't want to be in this situation anymore. Whether it's work, whether it's just a, you know, a point and place in your life, whether it's in a relationship, it's not giving me any of that. So put it where it fits in your life. For some of you, this very well could be work with the Pentacles energy. You're not happy at work, you're bored at work, and you want to do something else. You've got the Seven of Wands, which is an energy of standing up for yourself. And that's what I mean about this transformation and the Destiny in the reverse. You're not going to get what you want without standing up for yourself. You're going to have to take the higher ground here, or understand that you're on higher ground. So if there's people that are opposed to you changing something, closing something, removing yourself from somewhere where it doesn't make you happy, are you going to allow the opinions and perspectives and, you know, the attacks of other people to keep you where you are? Or are you going to allow for this transformation to actually happen? Right, show me more about this, please. I'm seeing a lot of circular energy on the table so far. The Ace of Pentacles has obviously got the circular pentacle. We've got this bubble around the person in the Seven of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. We've got this circle, and it's like this woman is coming more and more into focus. Like she's practically, you know, invisible up down here. And she's coming clearer into focus as we get to the top. But this came out in the reverse. So you may be feeling invisible where you're at. Like people don't see you, they don't hear you. You know, they just disregard what it is that you want. So you're the one that's going to have to stand up and almost be counted. What's the word? Not the word. What's that quote? Something about the squeaky wheel. Like, I don't know exactly the wording of it, but it's something about you. Well, it means you've got to make noise. If you want to be heard, you've got to make noise. If you're going to be quiet and minimize yourself and not tell people what you need, you're never going to be heard. It's the loudest person in the room that's generally heard. And I'm not saying do that in a screaming, shouting kind of way, but there's a need for you to stand up and either speak about something, do something. And it's not to get the attention of other people, but it puts you in a position where you don't allow yourself to be ignored, because you're ignoring yourself. That's going to be reflected in the people around you. So when you stop ignoring your own needs and what it is that you want and what's going to make you happy, when you stop ignoring that, people around you are going to have to stop ignoring that too. When did that turn over? I didn't even hear it. Then we've got the Four of Pentacles, which can speak of an energy of holding on too tightly. Whether it's to a job, to money, to finances, to the idea, because this is foundational energy. We've got 3 fours in here now. So you could be holding on to a job even though you're bored, even though you're discontent, because of the resources, the money, the finances that you get as a consequence for showing up every day. You know, we all have bills to pay. We all have financial commitments, so there's no judgment in that. But if we just look at the ordering of the cards in the tarot, the Four of Pentacles goes to the Five of Pentacles. So when we hold on too tightly, that ends in lack. That ends in us losing what it is that we were holding on to. And we've got an Ace and a 4, which equals the 5. So bear that in mind. Right, show me more about this energy, please. Cards don't want to come out today. Whoa, I say that. And they spit themselves out. You've got the Two of Cups. I didn't see any of the others. I didn't turn over. So I don't know, this could be a relationship for some. Discontent and bored in a relationship, holding on to a relationship. She's looking over at this Two of Cups here, the figure on the Four of Pentacles. So this, like I say, could be a foundation that you've created with another person that you're holding on to, even though you don't feel as though it's destined. It doesn't feel good. It's not making you happy. It seems like there's just a familiarity about this, that you're not wanting to release it because it's been there for a long time. Like I said, this woman is terrified to let something go or to make a change. And like I say, the genders on the cards, they're not important. It could be a man that's terrified. Take it as it resonates for you guys. There's no gender in the tarot, and there's no signs really in the tarot either. We have all of the signs in our birth charts. They just move around and they're in different houses at different points and places. But we are required, I feel, to embody all of the signs at some point. Right, we've got the Nine of Cups under the Ten of Pentacles. So exactly, that new beginning, that new seed that you're wanting to plant is going to lead to your wish fulfillment. Look at the yellow on both of those cards. But as I was saying, you can't plant a new seed in an energy of boredom and discontent. That's not going to grow into something that you want it to be. So this is why this transformation, this is why you getting onto the path of your destiny is so important. So that you can plant that new seed, and what you reap from this seed is actually something that you want, something that's going to make you happy. Then we've got the Six of Swords, which is you moving on or allowing yourself to move on. Here we go. As I was saying about having to stand up for yourself or speak up or take an action, even if it's going to piss off, like I say, the people around you that would much rather you be invisible. It's like you're a lot easier to deal with. You're a lot easier to contend with when you don't say a word and you don't have needs and nobody has to do anything to meet those needs. So some of you may be allowing yourself to move on. And it's like when you step into that boat, there's no oars. This is the thing I find fascinating about the Six of Swords. She's stood in a boat. There's no oars. She's not rowing herself across this this turbulent sea. And in this particular deck, we've got these strings that are attached to these. I don't know if these are crows, ravens, I don't know, but these big ass black birds. But they represent spirit to me. So it's allowing yourself to be guided to the next location, guided to the next job, guided to the next relationship by a source higher than yourself. Now the second meaning of this, now it's come out next to the Six of Swords, can be meditation. She's in this meditative pose. She's got like her legs crossed, her hands up over her chest in prayer mode. Prayer mode. But so you may be praying to God, you may be praying to, whoever you hold in that exalted place in your life to just guide you out of this bullshit. It's like you want to be somewhere else. But I don't know if you're actually taking the action steps to allow that to happen. It's like, what's that other saying as well? Something about like there's a guy stranded and he's praying to God to get him out of the situation that he's in, and God sends a boat with somebody in it and the guy doesn't get on the boat. And then he's like, God, I've been asking. And God's like, well, I sent you a boat. It's like, what the fuck do you want me to do? You've got to get in the boat and you've got to get out of this. You've got to do something. I'm not just going to pick you up and move you. So if there are opportunities that allow you to move on, that's what you have to take. Then we've got the Four of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. So whatever it is that you're holding on to is creating a burden. Some of you may be holding on to responsibility for another person, responsibility for a relationship partner. Because the Ten of Wands is something that we, a burden that we willingly carry. And she's holding on to everything here. Her hands are full of this purse. This girl's hands are full down here. So it's like, I think you've got to look at what it is you're holding on to and the reasons why, more importantly, that you're holding on to it. Right, let's see this Two of Cups. Show me this Two of Cups energy. Because there's a transformation that wants to happen. There's a reignition of your passions that wants to happen. But again, your hands are so full. Your hands are so full with what you've got going on right now that I don't know if, like I say, if that opportunity comes, if you're even going to have free enough hands for you to embrace it. Then we've got the Nine of Wands. So the Ten of Wands to the Nine of Wands. So that's like going backwards. That's like, what do you call it? Like, I don't know if it's devolution or it's going backwards. It's like a retracting energy. So you holding on to this relationship isn't moving your life exactly. We've got destiny in the bloody reversed. There's something that you're holding on to that's not moving your life forward in the way that you want to see it. Now the Nine of Wands, we had that in the, was it in the last reading? I don't know. But it can speak of resilience. Like I say, you may just think that this is a responsibility that you're supposed to take on. Resilience is an energy of not giving up, not letting go, doing whatever it takes to keep a relationship together. And this may be romantic. It may be in any other capacity. Like I say, it could be a work partnership. We've got a lot of Pentacles energy in here. It could be a family relationship. It could be a friendship. Take it as it resonates. But I feel it would be very beneficial or helpful if you were to have boundaries up against a partner in any variety. Because like I said, the Nine of Wands can speak about, drawing a line in the sand. The bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles. There's that new beginning that you want. I always see these, when these two cards come out together, it gives me the like an idea that this seed that the person's holding in their hand becomes this seed, and she wants to plant it in the ground here, or she's pulling up this seed. So take it as it resonates. But the Page of Pentacles is a new beginning in the early stages that's going to need to be nurtured, that's going to need your time, your commitment, your investment, whether that's in time, energy, effort, showing that you're loyal to this new beginning. Oh, wow. Two of Swords, and then the Ace of Cups, and then the Emperor. And then we've got a load of shit behind there. Ten of Swords, and Three of Swords. I'm just going to go as far back as those three. Right, so this new beginning, like I say, you may be on the fence about, this is what we've been speaking about, not wanting to believe that this new beginning is actually available to you or exists, so that you can change your destiny from this discontent and boredom. So some of you may not be listening to the signs, not paying attention to the synchronicities that are pointing you in the direction of this new beginning. Now we've got three aces. The Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and now the Ace of Pentacles, and now the Ace of Cups. That's 4 new beginnings. 1, 1, 1, and then the Page of Pentacles itself is the new beginning. But this is like what I was saying about God sending the boat, God sending you the opportunities, but what are you even seeing them as opportunities to get you out of a situation that you're not happy in? And I'm laughing because I've been there, I've done that so many times that I finally got the memo. But it took a lot of banging my head against a wall and wondering why my life was still so shit. And it's like, because you're still sat in the middle of it. Get up and get out. Make some noise. Put your foot down and move the fuck on. So I'm not laughing at anybody here because I know what it's like to be in this energy. But this is the solution, like I say, is you've got to make some noise. Stand up for yourself in some way. Because planting seeds in an energy that you know is just going to breed more discontentment and boredom, you're not going to be happy with the results. Right, let's get some advice and guidance. I don't feel I need to clarify any of that. It was clear as day. The butterfly. Metamorphosis. This is that fucking... Oh my gosh! Sorry, I get too excited. This is the transformation, like I say, that someone is terrified to allow themselves to go through. So she's got sheer terror on her face there. Card number 13, and then the Metamorphosis butterfly is card number 22. There's a change, an internal change. Going from a caterpillar to a butterfly. And I love that, well, I don't really know that much in great detail about the process, but I know that the DNA of the caterpillar is exactly the same as the DNA of the butterfly, but it's metamorphosized, it's completely reconfigured itself physically, its outwardly appearance, but inherently, internally, it's exactly the same creature or animal or species, whatever, I don't know what it's called. So this transformation that you're going through, it's going to change, you're going to appear differently, but fundamentally who you are is exactly the same. And that could be what is scaring somebody. I don't know. And then what made me shiver, we've got Destiny at the bottom of the deck. Card number 18. So when we get it in the reversed at the beginning, like I say, where there's a lack of belief that this destiny is even available to you, or you're pissed off or frustrated at the delay or the timing that it's not happening, or you not having the courage, like I say, to go through this transformation or to get on this boat, to stand up for yourself. We've got it down here in the upright. I love that. And then we've got the bloody skull, which is the death card. Endings. This is so synchronistic. I'm going to read Destiny. I think I've read that butterfly one recently, but like I said, this transformation, it can't be ignored. You can't get to where it is that you want to get without allowing this metamorphosis to happen. What card is that? 18. So let's read this Destiny one. I can't get it off the table. It says there's a power in your palm. What are you passionate about? Have you thought about your purpose? This card is calling your attention back to yourself and your destiny. Prepare for fated events and moments that seem out of your control. You may notice an increase in coincidences. And what was I saying about not wanting to see? The signs, the synchronicities, the symbols that were pointing you towards this new beginning. You may notice an increase in coincidences and things may align in ways that may seem to be impossible. I just believe some of you don't believe that your situation or circumstance can change. And the universe is going to come and show you that it can. It says these forces are pushing you toward your destiny. You're being nudged to follow your soul's calling. If you don't know what that is yet, then take some time to think about what you're drawn to and what you enjoy. Meditate, didn't we talk about that with the Seven of Wands? Meditate and connect with your higher self for further guidance. You may experience not so random connections that lead you exactly where you're destined to be. This card also indicates heightened intuition and spiritual senses. You could be feeling like you're destined for more, but not quite sure what that might look like. Accept that you don't have an explanation for everything and allow for the universe to work its magic to guide you. Isn't that what we said? You're not rowing that boat. You don't know where you're rowing it to. But allow the universe to guide you to whether it's the people, the places, the job, the relationship, like we said. Oh, it said fate is stepping in and leading you to your next phase. Wow, could that be any clearer? I absolutely love that. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I hope you managed to get something from this reading. I certainly did. Anyway, you take care and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.